recording?
Oh,
All right, let me know.
Brother Erik, keep it. Sorry. Okay, right there.
All right.
Cool. All right. So we live. Chill Factory podcast off the record again, man. I managed to get Erik T back in here.
We here.
And this was supposed to happen like weeks ago. And
Months
I know,
ago.
my bad, Bundy. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's good.
I'm sorry.
I'm just happy to be here before you make your exit, man.
See, so
honored.
when they see this, when I put this out, like, I beat in chunk the deuce,
Yeah.
dipped out and everything like that. So, yeah. But I mean, I want to get you in here, man, because you, to me, you and Vicious were two of the most important figures for me coming up.
Right.
Like when you talk about defining hip hop in this area, the first thing I think about X-Mob. I think about UGK, Screwed Up Click. I think about Dobie D,
Right,
what I'm saying? Those people like that. So it was only right that you be one of the first people that I have to do this,
Right.
So,
I'm
talk about giving.
I'm still here to be able to do
right.
it with y'all.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah, man.
And they talk about giving people their flowers while they're here.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for the love they've been
I
giving
want
me.
to smell
but
mine
for you,
now, man. For real. You right. I want to get mine now, man.
Yeah. That's cool.
So-
You deserve it.
right. So man, it's so many things been going on. Like we're coming up on the anniversary of the death of VI, man, and
Right.
and I actually wasn't thinking about it. I just pulled. I was like, dang.
Yeah, with the 18th.
The 18th, 18th.
Right.
So it's right there, man. So I definitely want to honor him in this process, man, and just know what's been up, man. Like,
Oh, without a doubt.
first and foremost, what you been up to, man? What you doing?
Hey, man, being a daddy, living real life.
Right.
How real life can just consume you and take you away from everything, keep you busy.
Right.
I mean, I got 2 kids in college. One graduated college. It never stops, man. Hey, man, real life.
Yeah.
Right.
It got me right now. Real.
So you a proud daddy right now?
I'm a super proud daddy, man, for real.
Do you
For real.
miss him, man?
Yeah, I do. Especially like I miss them when they go on to school, but it's like every time that phone ring, it's a money call. Can you send me this? I need this. You would think when they would get older, it would stop.
Right.
Nah.
The older they get, the more they need. So,
Just starting.
it's just starting. But I don't mind. As long as they're doing something positive and trying to be something, they know I'm with them.
Right, so I ain't got nothing yet. Y'all do. So that's what I got. That's what I got to
That's
look
what you got
forward to.
coming. It never ends,
It's coming,
Junior.
bro.
It never
Wedding day
ends.
and all that.
Right.
But I love it. I love fatherhood. I always did, man.
Right. So man, let's really, we just getting the small talk out of the way, man. Let's kind of talk from the beginning. Like tell us about Bundy G. Like at that point, what made you want to be, get to that point to wanting to rap? And was it X-Mob first, or was it Bundy G doing his thing, Vicious doing his thing, and
It was like X-Mob came along when I'll say like 1992, 93. Vicious and Ed was in the National Guard together. I wasn't into rapping. I was into just street hustling. So they went on one of their weekend trips. You know how the National Guard do every month or whatever.
Right.
So when they came home, Ed brought home Vicious. And he was just like, hey, man, Vicious rap, Bundy. You be rapping a little bit. Why don't y'all try to do something together? And I'm like, all right, fuck it. Yeah, okay.
oh, you good, man?
yeah,
we off the record, baby.
And it seemed like, hey, man, that's just how it happened. I pulled up to Booker Ray House, God bless his soul, but that's where we hung at every day. And this dude was just leaning on the fence with a box of CDs or tapes under him. And he was just like, man, help me sell my CDs. I'm like, man, I don't even know you, man. Who is you? First of all, why are you over here? Ed walked out of the house and said, man, this is my partner, Vicious from Homer. And, hey, man, he be rapping. Won't y'all get together? And that man jumped in my car. We went around to all the little hustle spots and sold tapes and CDs. And he was just like, hey, man, I was in a crew called Extra Large in Baton Rouge. He was like, fuck it, we could be the X-Mob.
Right.
I'm like, man, I don't care about this shit. All right, just being real. I'm not into this, but all right, if that's what you want to do,
Right.
we can do it. And that affect him. Nigga shows. In the process, when we start recording, he came to me. He was like, man, I got this little dude just got out of LTI. His name's Slice. The nigga could rap. He called. I'm gonna bring him to you.
Right.
And he brought him to me, and Slice started rapping, and I was like, shit, come on, man, fuck it. It could be 3 of us.
Right.
Hey,
Slice.
we just started recording it. We started recording our Handling Things project. We got that together. We went to Baton Rouge, and Shantae Baheb did that whole project. And this older guy who was in the music, his name was Kuiper. Kuiper had just sold 1 million records with that Tic Tac Toe song.
Yeah, remember him.
We recorded that whole first project in Kuiper house. We come drop that. Sold 1,000 records. 1,000. We like, it was like, man, you niggas ain't wasting my money no more on this shit. We was like, man, give us one more shot. Give us one more shot, bro.
Right.
Because we not knowing, hey, man, this shit, it could work.
Right.
We had, the main song on there was Vicious. Vicious already had a song called Jealous Ass Nigga. So that pretty much carried us to selling a couple of records and people just getting the feel for us. So we come back with the Ghetto Mail Project. Now when we met up with Man and them and everybody and got some better music and dropped the Rolling Through the Park.
Right.
Now once we did that, they knew it's real.
Right.
It's real shit now. These boys really, really can do it.
Right. Right.
And that's just how it started.
Right.
So
So what do you think, like, with y'all, pretty much y'all all brought y'all own styles to the group. What kept y'all humble enough to say, okay, you're going to do this verse, or, you know, everybody did everybody play their position?
Right.
Vicious always humbled us all.
Okay.
Vicious gonna tell us what, hey man, I'm gonna lead off on this. Bundy, you fat bitch, you follow my lead right here. I mean, I'm
Wow.
giving it to y'all raw. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? Slice, you do this part. That's
Yeah.
it. We always had fun in there.
Okay.
It wasn't never know. Sometimes, like if I always was the beat picker.
Okay.
They never got in my way for that. They know I just always had an ear for music.
Yeah.
So I picked the tracks. Vicious and Slice gonna start coming up with some hooks. I'm gonna tell them that shit's stupid. And then we gonna all get together.
Right.
And we work it out. You could just tell. I mean, when you're sitting together writing, you could just tell who fit well.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't go off that. Well, the coldest nigga gonna go last. No,
Wasn't no drawing for straws or nothing.
No,
it just happened naturally.
we trying to lead off and we trying to catch you as soon as it start anyway. So
Right.
if we feel Vicious gonna smash the beginning of this record, Vicious go ahead. You know what I mean? Or if Slice gonna lead off me.
Right.
I always wanted to be in the middle anyway because my voice. I knew I didn't like coming behind Vicious too much because that's a hard act to follow, man. It's hard, bro.
Right.
So I know I got to write extra hard to at least just compete with him, just to be heard, to not get killed on the song.
Right.
Yeah. I was gonna ask that. I was gonna say, like, because you said you rapped a little bit, but you didn't
Right.
take it serious.
Vicious was like a album ahead of me, a whole album ahead of me. He had it, so he was into it. He was really, really into it.
Right.
But Vicious was just mainly just rapping, just going off of his knowledge.
Okay.
What I came with was my version of the streets. You know, I brought that to us. I brought the reality. I brought the reality rap to the X-Mob.
Okay.
Made people believe what was being said because, I mean, everybody here knew me, so they knew it wasn't lies.
Right.
Right.
The boys really telling the truth. And Slice brought that young, wild little, you know, nigga, I'm fresh out of juvenile.
Right.
You know, he brought up. So it was 3 different flavors.
Right.
Whatever you want, we got it. We're gonna hit all angles. That's why when you hear our music, we got a song for everything.
Right.
And that's the good part about being, you know, when there's 2 or 3 of y'all can just come up with different ideas and
Right.
make different tracks, just go different ways.
So, like, when you guys you said you picked the beats,
Right.
and y'all got in the studio and just kind of played off of one another. Did y'all kind of have a general idea of what y'all was gonna rap about when y'all worked on each song?
It's like when we hit a track, when it first come on, you just get that feel, and we always just catch the same feel for some reason.
Okay.
It was just all fit, and we feel like that was the magic between it because we was always on that same vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's how it worked out for us.
Yeah. So what was some, like, in the very beginning, what were some pros and cons that y'all saw, or maybe you kind of overlooked then, but what do you feel like some of the pros and cons of working together, putting your music out, you know, kind of doing it independently, even getting people to manage, or
It was cool because we had the pros of this was we was able to bring in partners who he not gonna mess over me. We not into business because it's early on. We just getting started. We don't know nothing about that.
Right.
We just some street dudes who could rap. So we lean on our friends that we grew up with to really take care of. If we don't know what it's gonna do,
right.
we don't have an idea. You gotta remember, our first one sold 1,000 records. That's nothing.
Right.
But the next one came and you start seeing money.
Yeah.
Now it's real because people actually calling for you to come to their club and do concerts when you just like, man, it's y'all crazy. Why y'all want us? In your mind, you like, it ain't no way this working. But people start seeing it differently. Like, more people started recognize us for music now. And it wasn't just about no drugs or nothing. So, but the cons of that is when real money coming into play, you got to think. We're in a position where it was dirty money and not real money. So we can't decide. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You really just hoping, man, don't mess over me, bro. Please.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's it.
So at that point, was it still like you're doing this, but you still had that foot in the streets at the same time too? Right.
That was Vicious. I say Vicious wasn't more. He wasn't. Vicious was always more into the rap. Him and Slice was always more into the rap. Because Vicious always believed, nigga, I'm gonna make it. We gonna blow in this shit.
Right.
But at the time, it's so far. You don't know, and it's hard to see. So, and by me growing up, the way I'm always in the streets. So, I always kept a foot. Because you got to keep that money coming in to survive.
Right.
You got to.
But it kind of made me think about the Biggie movie where, Puffy wanted to do the music.
Man, you got
Yeah, and he had to kind of make a decision.
I mean, that's easy to say when you got $1 million and I got $1,000 in my pocket. You can say quit.
Yeah.
Man, give me enough money to quit.
Right.
Just, you know what I mean? So.
Right.
But when you always, you really independent and you cool. That's what you going. It's just mental. Until you see that money, it's gonna make you quit, man. You gonna do what you do and just hope for the best.
Right.
It's not good. I'm not saying that's how people should do it, but that's the way it unfolded for us. That's how it happened for us.
Right. So even going through all of that back then, man, like at what point, like were you guys moving around? Like, because back then it wasn't no internet. So like how far out were y'all going? And truthfully, like, I always wonder, like, how far did y'all impact go? Because there's a lot of people that know about y'all.
Yeah.
Like big people today.
Word of mouth was, to me, actually better than the internet. Because our biggest market was, we sold the most records. It wasn't in Lake Charles. It wasn't in Lafayette, even though Lafayette was our second home.
Right.
Our biggest market was Flint, Michigan, and Dallas, Texas.
Wow.
Like X-Mob crazy.
Right.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I'm sitting back. And I used to have to go do interviews in our office over there. People calling from Japan just want to talk to me. I'm like, man, how? How do y'all? Hey, man, word of mouth. And people actually going by the records and they listening to you. It wasn't no, like now the attention span so short, they just get your music skimmed through it.
Right.
Back then, people buying your CDs, reading your CDs, listening to everything, and they just fell in love with it. Hey, man, we pulled it off without internet.
Yeah.
No videos. Two albums are still selling to this day, 25, 26 years later.
Right.
It's amazing.
But I think that's authentic if you ask me.
That's what it is.
Like, you knew that was
So
real
chilling.
people.
And once Selecto Hits picked it up and distributed it nationwide, that's what really did it.
Right.
I look at the charts. We pretty much covered all the United States. Now how it landed overseas and is still beyond me. Actually, a guy called me a couple of months ago, wanted me to go to Japan to do a show. It's the same guy who brought Bundy and Lil Kiki to Japan a couple of months ago.
Wow.
So.
Go ahead, man. I'll catch that flight with you. I got a passport.
Get you a translator.
So word of mouth was real back then because if you jamming, hey, man, they gon' find out about you. They gonna go buy your records.
Right.
And they gonna actually support it.
So at that point, was that the point when you really start connecting with all these other people, then UGK and
Right.
Birdman and Manny and all these other people that come along? Which I know a lot of those were still coming up like you guys were at the time too. So
Right.
it's right there.
That's the crazy part. It was Baby first. It was Baby and Manny first because that's who. I mean, Vicious grew up with Baby. Vicious and Baby best friends.
Right.
Well, they was best friends. They grew up together. Vicious taught Baby how to write raps. So he was like, man, let's just go get a couple of tracks from Manny. Called Manny and said, man, give me $50 a beat. Like, all right, we beat up.
Right.
So we go to New Orleans and hook up with Manny, and Manny gave us Rolling Through the Park. I mean, you got all the Cash Money artists who pretty much children at the time. You got Wayne, you got BG, all Juvie. At that time, Pimp Daddy had just died.
Right.
So Pimp Daddy was really their hero. They were
Right.
still on bounce music.
Right.
So by me and Vicious going there recording, they hearing me and Vicious every day. They started switching. They seeing something different. Because you got to understand, man, them dudes at the time never been out of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Right.
All they know is bounce. Now here come two damn fools from Lake Charles talking about drugs and hustling. We writing one day, and BG and them, they heard me and Vicious. We was writing I-10. They heard us bust that rap. Nigga BG jumped up and said, man, that's what we got to do, bro. That's what we got to do right there. And he say, he called Vish get on this record with me. And he went, they recorded down. We recorded I-10 and Vish and BG recorded down for my stacks on BG first album, True Story. This is all facts.
Wow. Wow.
So I can say we changed the landscape of early Cash Money.
Right.
Right.
Right. Because I mean, they never really. Nationally, we never heard them doing bounce music, so it was
Right.
definitely all. Yeah.
It was, we influenced them.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
We gave them something different to look at. Like they was doing it. I mean, they was in the streets,
Right.
but they go-to was bounce.
Right.
You know, they all want to be like Pimp Daddy. Pimp was their hero.
Right.
God bless his soul.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even though y'all, you here, I mean, everything happens for a reason. I think you definitely had a good career. X-Mob, Vicious did his thing.
Right.
Do you feel like, how a lot of times they'll have that basketball player, like he's a city superstar on the court, he does his thing, but it's like some of the other cats kind of make it to the NBA. Like,
shit, I wouldn't change it for the world
right,
Right.
because it happened the way it was supposed to happen.
right,
How can I be mad and you still got records that's still selling to this day?
yeah,
Everybody not meant to be Tupac or Notorious Big and be big time superstar.
right,
I don't care how much you try or if it's in your cards, it's how it's gonna unfold. And that's how it unfolded for us.
yeah,
We did great. We got a whole state and shaped it.
yeah, yeah,
Can't be mad.
yeah.
We did what we were supposed to do for our city.
Yeah,
We did it.
Right.
We made people listen to people from Lake Charles, Louisiana. That's unheard of. That's why Pimp C loved us so much. He said, man, I love y'all because y'all got the potential to make people listen to y'all around the world, and y'all from a little bit ass town just like us.
Right.
Nigga, we from Port Arthur. Nigga, y'all from Lake Charles, but the world listen to y'all.
right.
It's
Right.
amazing, chill.
The world.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't get the platinum plaques. No, we didn't get the millions of dollars.
Right.
And even though the dudes under us got it, you can sit back and reflect and be like, what coulda, woulda, shoulda happened.
Right.
Right.
Hey, man, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Prison was in our cards. Big money was in theirs.
Yeah.
I always do say if we wouldn't went to prison, of course, we the headline. We the big dogs at the time. Of course we gonna get the money.
Right.
It was only right.
Right.
When you got Master P opening for you. You got Jay-Z opening for you.
Wow.
You got Juvenile opening for you. He got one song, Soldier Rag. He performed Soldier Rag about 8 times in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the truth.
Right.
We all on the road getting it together, hoping to be somebody. We got a knock on our door that derailed us. They got a knock from rep companies. So it just is what it is. But they know and the rest of the world know. Them niggas was supposed to be it.
Right.
Right.
But hey,
Legacy. There's still a legacy, you know what I'm saying? So that's an accomplishment in itself, you know?
I tell anybody
That's
they
it,
need to
man.
go and look up that X-Mob music, Apple,
Right.
iTunes, Amazon. Like it's all over. Y'all need to listen to that.
You
Everybody
look it up,
watch
you love
this.
it. And they first question gonna be, man, how these dudes didn't make it? We
Right.
did make it.
Yeah, yeah, y'all did.
We put Lake Charles, Louisiana on the map.
Man, Chell, I want to know about y'all first show. Like, how was that, man? Like
I was scared to death.
I was wondering.
I sat in the car, smoked about 10 cigarettes back to back. I threw up. Me and Vicious sitting in the car, I swear to God. And Vicious say, man, if this what you want to do, if you want to be a rapper, our first show was at the Comfort Zone.
Okay.
Chill, a whole city in there.
Yeah.
This was at the time when, hey man, these people coming out to support you, boy. This our first show. It got at least about 2,000 people in there. I'm scared to death. Excuse me. Bitch say, man, if you want to be a rapper, you got to be able to make your hometown love you, bro. This your shot. What you gonna do?
Right.
I threw up. I said, man, let's go. Fuck it, let's get it. Walked in there.
Right.
That music started. That crowd got with us, got their hands up. It was all natural from there. I seen they was with us. So the field was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you got to think at your hometown. So people looking at you like,
Yeah.
oh
True.
man, that's
True.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was wondering because I mean I can.
But they loved it.
Yeah.
And they supported it.
And so like that first time y'all left Lake Charles, went to another place to perform. How was it seeing that audience's reaction to y'all?
I lost my mind because when you looking at strange people who actually singing your music word for word,
Right.
and showing you love, it ain't no better feeling.
Yeah.
So you like in your mind now, you know, all right, this is real. We rappers now. That's when you know we rappers now.
Right. Right. Right.
No matter what else you got going on, hey man, I'm a rapper now for real, bro. And the love just grew and grew and grew. That's why when they be saying like Lake Charles don't support me, Lake Charles don't support me, that's a lie to me.
Yeah.
Cause I know what Lake Charles and Lafayette made us, bro.
Right.
So if you take care of your business and get the people the songs they want, they gonna support you, man.
To this day.
That's just that.
It's funny you said I had a conversation today, and I said at one point I was bitter because as much as I've done, there were certain things that I wanted to happen that didn't happen. But I had to sit back, especially seeing all the love I've been getting since I announced that I was leaving.
Right.
I can't focus on 5 or 10 people who don't like me or got something to say about me when all these other people have supported me. Because obviously I wouldn't have the numbers and the things that I have without those people. So I had to say, dude, you ain't got nothing to be bitter about. These
Nothing.
people love you, obviously.
They love you,
You know?
bro.
So yeah, man. So yeah, big for real, man. I'm with you on that one.
So like, you know, when you was talking about y'all music being big in Flint, it kind of made me think, because in Mississippi, you know, I didn't get a chance to hear X-Mob until I got here.
Right.
But when I think about you, Vicious, and Slice, it makes me think of the Dayton family. It makes me think of Top Authority.
That's who they always tied us in with. Dayton family, Top Authority.
Yeah.
Source Magazine said we was the down south NWA.
Wow.
Because we got the same thing happen to us when we go to a show. They would come tell us, don't perform this. The police would actually show up to our hotel room. This for real. Wow. That's why when I seen that shit on that move, on the NWA move, I'm like, man, that happened to us.
Wow.
They come tell us, do not perform what you going to do when the tags hit your block. What we do, that's the first song come on. Like, we doing it. Fuck it. And
That's that melody, man.
That's our hit song, man. We performing it. I'm sorry.
No.
They came, took us off stage in Opelousas. They came, escorted us to the highway. Get out of here.
Wow.
After they did that, we was performing I-10. Mm-hmm. What his name was? Kanye.
Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby.
Not Bobby, not the
okay.
the sheriff.
Oh, okay.
That man came and took the mic and say, X-Mob, I don't know what y'all talking about, but ain't no cocaine in the back of the ride around here. Y'all get I'm like, man, this dude serious, bro. Wow. Dude escorted us to the highway and got us on out of town.
Wow.
So,
yeah, but they always tied us to them.
Yeah.
Top Authority, Dayton family.
Same flavor, real stuff.
Right.
You know.
Real stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's like some we gonna get the X-Mob movie. I know it's coming. I
Got to be.
I know something coming.
It's only right.
Yeah.
Give them a documentary so they can see. That's why when y'all asked me to do this, I'm like, they need a visual.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because it's
Plus,
a lot of people
back
out
in
there.
the day too. Like now we have social media, so
Right.
they get to see.
They finally get to see it. 20-some years later, they
yeah.
can actually see it.
Yeah, because back in the day, it's like they heard the voice, but a lot of people,
They just didn't know.
Yeah.
And back then, you gotta understand, your videos was $30,000 and $40,000. Man, no man, videos was high as hell.
Right.
Now video $200.
Yeah, that's true.
For real.
Man, that wasn't in our budget back. No, man.
Right.
But
So there was no videos. Y'all had no videos.
no video.
Wow.
Everything off X-Mob was word of mouth.
Right.
Being that she wants Pimp co-signed, and I'm gonna say Pimp because Pimp was the big name. Manny and Babyman wasn't no big name yet.
Right.
Once Pimp latched on to us and started co-signing us, more and more people started hearing it. Naturally, whenever he mentioned your name or you see us with him, they gonna listen to your music.
Right.
You just gotta be ready when you get that ear. You could come beg me all day about it.
Yeah.
Hey, put me on.
Yeah.
That music better be ready
Right.
when I present it to the world.
So I was gonna say, like, even though y'all didn't get a chance to do a video, people at least got a chance to see y'all in The Game Belongs to Me.
Right.
All the videos after Pimp was released from prison, y'all could see us
Yeah.
in them videos.
Right.
Even with Rap City when they went to Port Arthur, y'all
Right.
was
Right.
back there.
Right.
You know?
I wasn't there. Vision, everybody
Okay,
else was there,
okay,
but
all right.
I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave the city.
Got you. What's understood don't need to be explained.
Don't need to be explained,
It
man.
was always so. I missed Rap City because of that shit. I couldn't go to the basement because of that.
Right.
And I cried. I mean, lie. Like I wanted to go stand in the basement. Shit.
So with the home, like, did you ever get homesick? Like, if you had to go to other places and stay more than a couple of days,
Right.
as far as performing and
When we recorded everywhere.
okay,
New Orleans, Atlanta, Oakland.
Wow.
We spent a lot of time in Oakland and a lot of time in Atlanta recording.
okay,
The Oakland part was we hooked up with this guy named D Wiz. He the one who mixed and mastered our albums back then. Thank God for him, because he technically the sound. He the reason why that album still
sound full.
right.
Yeah.
So we got with him, and I got a sister and my brother-in-law in Oakland. So once we got there with my brother-in-law, he was tied in with Too Short and Drew Down, and that's all. He grew up there, so everybody just.
Okay.
So we always go record there and get records mixed.
Yeah.
We'll leave there. Yeah, but I would miss home though, 'cause
Yeah. Just
I had my first kid at that time, so naturally, I want to get home, but we chasing this dream, so
right.
I suck it up.
Hey man,
You know.
yeah, I'm telling you.
One thing I always tell people about Vicious, this was, and it's not a good thing, but Vicious lost his family. Vicious wound up getting divorced from chasing this rap dream.
Yeah.
That lets you know how serious. The man was serious from the gate. It don't matter what it take. If I gotta sacrifice all y'all till I get where I'm going, I'm going.
Right.
And you don't see no dudes like that, man. I don't care who. He sacrificed everything to become who he became, and in the end, Vicious really became a legend.
Yeah. He's a martyr. I mean,
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And the thing about me is, I never, people could put their top 5 up all there, their greatest rapper, and they never have to mention me. They'll say X-Mob, but they gonna always say Vicious. And I'm cool with that because I know what we did as a unit.
right.
You wouldn't be saying that without me.
Right.
But, hey, man, the man a monster. I know I can't stand on side of Vicious as far as rapping. I never fool myself, but I never lie to nobody about that. I'm just good at what I do, and he was great at who he was.
And that's what I was going to ask you later. Did it ever get competitive, or you was just like,
Oh, we
nah?
always competed,
Right.
always. Even though I know I'm going to lose, nigga, I'm still going to fight you. Fuck you, Vicious. I'm going to fight, but, hey, man, his voice, I couldn't beat his voice.
It was thunder.
I
Bro.
couldn't beat it. I don't give a damn what I tried to do.
Right.
Right.
He gonna come through there and rah. You gonna feel him, and he gonna say some real shit.
Right.
And I'm right there like, Get him, fish. Get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my boy.
I mean, that's
Let me just do my part. I'm gonna do my part to the best I can.
Right.
And that was it. We always competed. Always.
so. Like as far as the promoting game, Bun, does it? And I won't say make you jealous or mad, but when you look at how easy it is now for some artists to really kind of get discovered and get exposed, and how hard it was for y'all, but y'all were able to do it from gassing up the ride.
It was a lot of money, a lot of time. You paying different street teams in different cities.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to go follow up and check on see if they actually doing the work. That shit cost a lot of money back then, man.
Right.
You know, people gonna get up and put your posters all around their city, man. They not doing it for free.
Yeah.
You got to get in there. You got to go do them promo radio shows. Hey, man, we was with it because we was trying to build something.
Right.
So we did a lot. We made a lot of show money, but we did a lot of free shows too. That's just what come with it.
Who was like an artist, like a big artist at that time that you might have been shocked that they knew who y'all was or knew y'all music? I mean, I know we know about Pimp and, Baby, but like from you guys hitting shows and probably hitting different spots, is there somebody you were?
Man, Short. When we ran up on Short knew who he was.
Okay.
Craig Mack knew who he was. Like I say, Jay opened. He didn't. Jay had never heard us, but we talked, and I'm shocked because I'm like, man, this dude, it's the same dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Man, you turned out to be iconic, and me and that dude sitting right there, and he asked me. No, I asked him. I said, man, what do you listen to, bro? Jay had that one song, him and Foxy Brown. That ain't no nigga. That was his song.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I asked him, I said, what you be jamming in New York? He said, man, I jam UGK all day. I said, man, that's my brother, man. Pimp, my brother. He was like, yeah, hook me up with him. I'm like, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I got you. So I hit Pimp. In a way, I'm responsible for Big Pimpin' coming along. I brought that to Pimp attention.
Wow.
The dude wanted to do a song with him. Yeah. So some kind of way, Jay or anybody y'all hear this, I want my plaque, bro.
Hey.
Hey, man, I want my sit back and think, Jigga. That's me. That same little dude you was talking to back then, bro. Show me love. Give me a plaque. I don't want no. Just give me a plaque.
Man, this is history, bro.
I
I mean, like I said, for me, because when I first moved here, just to hear y'all name, man, and hear the impact that y'all had, like, I personally went back and was looking for the CDs and stuff like, and even now, like, I have it on my phone. So when I go to the gym, I'm listening to it because it's like, yo, this is right here. But like you said, just the quality,
right?
The production, just the overall sound.
We had enough sense. Well, Pimp let us do that part.
Yeah.
Because our first one, the Hannah thing, was a tragedy, as far as sonically.
Yeah.
So he was like, man, you got to do this. So I'm going to mix these records. Y'all get the rest done. Like I say, my brother-in-law hooked me up with Wiz, and Wiz was doing he mixing everybody's songs on the West Coast. He mixed all of Too Short, all of E40, all of Spice. So who are we to tell him no? Nigga, mix these, please.
Right.
Please. And it just worked out.
Man, like, so if you had the opportunity, right, like, where do you, if Vicious were here today, where do you see, like, an X-Mob album being, like, now?
Bigger than life. Because when you got somebody like Vicious, who really, really is he's special.
Yeah.
Our combination always worked. So we go get the producers that they got out now who really, really just jamming. It'll be great. Because we all feel like we got something to prove because we know we just didn't get there.
Right.
You know, so we gon' give it all we got.
Right.
And it's not hard, too. It's not hard like a lot of these dudes be making it out to be, man.
Right. I remember I say at the moment when me and Bundy started really getting cool, he called me and he was at the crib. I'm gonna say you couldn't leave the house. He said, "Come by the house, chill." And I was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Oh, okay." And he put me on some stuff, man. I remember you gave me a track. I don't even think I ever actually put it out, but it was a record y'all had with Birdman.
Right.
And I think I have it somewhere still, but
just put it on a mixtape.
Yeah.
To get how you live.
Right. And I was like, whoa. Like, this is going to be big right here, man.
Vicious took that, put it on the mixtape,
Yeah.
bro. That was actually records we were starting. We had 3 of them records,
Right.
3 or 4 of them records. Baby had sent us them records. We were like, man, do these records, send them back. We're gonna start working on the X-Mob. Baby wanted to join. He was gonna join the X-Mob for one album. That was gonna be his way of paying us. He said, man, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna sign y'all the cash money. I'm gonna join the X-Mob. 1 album. I'm gonna walk in them white folks' office and get what I can get for it. We're gonna split it 3 ways. We're gonna charge $30,000 for show. We're gonna split that 3 ways. We're gonna charge $30,000 for walkthroughs. We're gonna split that 3 ways. And I'm gone. Y'all in the door.
Yeah.
I say, bet.
That's all you need.
Let's do it.
It's a cosign after swirl.
Let's do it. But we wind up, Baby and Vicious just wind up having a disagreement, and Baby killed that. And it was like, nah, nigga, nothing.
Yeah.
So, like, it wasn't meant. Then, in the process, then Pimp died. Everything just went bad to me. I'm like, man, this shit over. Nigga, you done lost Pimp. You done fell out with Baby.
Right.
Vicious, what are you doing to us, man?
Right.
But, hey, man, Vicious kept going.
Yeah.
Vicious was cool in his place. Vicious was cool with being like the king of the Southwest, nigga.
Right.
Cause Vicious made a good living off that shit. Real talk.
I know it.
One thing about Vicious is a draw.
Right. Right.
Man, they go and see him. I don't care. You can see Vic drunk today, right now. He got a show tonight.
Right.
Nigga gonna be 1,500, 2,000 people in that club. Going word for word with him.
Right.
Everybody not blessed with that, and he knew that.
Right.
So he was comfortable.
Right.
He was cool.
But we, like I said, as X-Mob is a group,
Right.
it kind of spawned off people individually.
Right.
We got to talk about that Bundy Born to be a Hustler.
Ah.
Oh.
He's like, ah.
We got to talk about that.
Hey, man, I like. See, only one thing I regret about that album, I wasn't fully focused because that album came out at a time right after we had lost Due.
Right.
I couldn't. I felt like I just had to drop something, but it wasn't. I didn't give it. It wasn't 100% Bundy G.
Right.
I put something together just to put it out. A couple of good songs, but I know I go way, way harder than that. But it was cool.
Title.
It was cool.
Plug. It's
My
on
fa-
top,
I swear
yeah.
to God, my favorite song, me and Gus. I love that song to
Man,
death,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a song, man.
Right.
Gus is one of them talents, man. You can't sleep on him because, hey, man, look at I Tried Everything.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Man, if you don't know nothing else, you know Gus part on that song.
Right.
I mean, just call a spade, man.
Right.
Hey, man, Gus a monster.
I know
man.
you have to move them because I told him if he sing his own theme song.
Hey, man.
Right. I'm
But
telling
see,
you.
I'm gonna tell you this why I brought Nikki with me. Nikki,
Yeah.
me and Nick grew up together. That's Nikki shows. He instrumental in X-Mob because he come up with us.
Right.
So he responsible for a lot of the muscle behind him.
Right.
I always call him, I tell him, man, you P. Diddy. You ever heard of he was P. Diddy before P. Diddy, man. He had the game way before us.
Wow. Okay.
Because he was always back and forth to Houston. So he was way more advanced than us.
Right.
So by them, then they went, him, Ed, and them, they all went to USL. So that's when he discovered ESG. Now ESG got with us. ESG living with us. I brought him here so he could, tell people don't know that. They never
Right.
told his story.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, man.
Come on
You're
in.
hey, man, the man put everything together. He knew music before we did.
Wow.
He just got that. He had the hustle and had that ear. He knew. We didn't know.
Come on, Ray Quay. Grab
Come
this
on,
mic right here.
He like, man, go ahead.
It's your
And he
time.
never got his just
Right.
due. You know what I mean? Nigga, you responsible for the music scene in Lake Charles. I'm just telling him who you is, what your story, nigga. You, if it wouldn't be for that man, it won't be no ESG.
Right.
Get your flowers right quick.
I don't know, like he's saying, man. Shit, we all had love for music. I don't, you know.
Right.
It's luck, and it's just having an ear for music, you know. With me and Ed and USL, like he's saying, the whole story of Vicious, I still remember that extra large tape. Ed popped up. Me and Ed went to New Orleans. I didn't know who the hell Manny Fresh was. We went to the St. Bernard Projects. So how the hell you know Manny Fresh? That shit sounded weird to me. I like, what the hell that is? You know, but it was old beat making, you know. That was the key, that first little track, and with y'all was with Pimp C making them beats to me.
Right.
Right.
You know, my situation was different with the ESG thing. Both me and him hustled our whole life, you know, back and forth to Houston, whatever we was doing, and put that music, you know, that money into the music, but shit, not knowing the paperwork.
Yeah.
Should have been a millionaire at 18, you know. I had
Real
ESG.
shit.
I had Big T. You know, I put Big T in the studio. I had K-Lo. You know, I had all that, man. I had my own beat makers.
Yeah.
I paid for all my, the SR10, the SR88.
Right.
I paid for all that stuff, man. Back and forth on the road, you know. Houston, I looked at them interviews with ESG and them say where they came from and all that.
Right.
I done took Screw to the record store. I done
Okay.
went to the record store with Screw, watch him going there, brought him there with my caravan.
Okay.
You go in there, they turn the clothes, sign on it, spend about $5,000, buy four of each album. You know, just in case it don't get damaged.
Shit is real shit.
Man.
You know, but it all changed. Like he went to jail. ESG caught the dope charge, you know, at the height when Swinging and Banging dropped. Yeah, I still remember this. It was Christmas. You know, he wanted a little cash or whatever he did with the cash. He caught a distribution charge when we were supposed to be going to the mall in Lafayette. And I went to jail with him, bawling him out. You know, Swinging and Banging dropped.
Should I go back to you saying?
Yeah.
When you still got one foot in you.
Yeah.
Right.
So
We
the
all-
entire time that album was out, he was in jail. I was just sitting still. I started working on K-Lo album, and Big T was just sitting there. Big T was working at a gas station in Houston at Exxon. And my baby mama used to be like, shit, I like the way he sing. You know, and my cousin would be telling Big T to shut up, you know. I brought Big T to Solo House in Lafayette.
Yeah.
You know, and while ESG was gone, Solo ended up giving Kiki all them beats on Don't Mess with Texas and a bunch on the commission.
Ooh.
It's like, damn, man, why you giving away our sound, man? You know, if you got that Dr. Dre sound, you gonna be signed with him.
Right.
And that's how me and him kind of fell out, you know, went behind my back and sold that fucking right to Drake and them off that Swinging and Banging beat. They done all kind of shit behind the door, you know.
Right.
And so when ESG finally came home after all that, he didn't drop Ocean of Funk, but that Selling the South was made while he was in jail. We was with Fat Pat. We had like 4 songs with Fat Pat before he blew, you know. But when he came home, he's like, shit, you ready to do it, baby? I said, shit, I got about 2 more weeks on the street. I turned myself in. You know, I had 18-year sentence. You know, I got to do 16 and a half. So when he done his 2.5 years, I went back in doing my thing, and I left my dad tapes to JP Nick. Like, man, shit, just take the dad tapes and do what it do. You know, ESG hollered at me one time in all them years. He went up messing with Jay-Z. Man, Jay-Z trying to sign somebody from down south. Brought Kiki, another dude named Aztec. But it's just, it all boiled down to, if you're a young artist, man, learn the game first. Learn the business side first.
Right.
This
Right.
all P did it, shit. Real shit.
Learn the
real.
business side. 'Cause I had, you know, I could have took, like I told Ed when that X-Mob dropped, I say, that was my cousin had that Double L records, you know, that
Deep South.
that Deep South Syndicate. It wasn't too big, and
I remember that.
had one little song.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was like, we could take the X-Mob, Deep South Syndicate, and ESG with K-Lo and Big T, and we go shop for a deal. But everybody wanted to do their own thing,
Right.
you know. And I never got out the streets.
Wow.
Right.
I was just waiting on him to come back, because I knew that album coming out of jail, that was gonna be the album that was gonna make the money. But ESG ended up catching a federal charge in jail by still trying to make deals over the phone.
Right.
So he had to do a favor for somebody. He promised the album was somebody, his first album coming home, because they helped him with a lawyer on that charge.
Wow.
But I was in my own little situation, so I was like, man, the hell with that music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm in jail, I just listen to Big T. I stopped even listening to rap music for all them years because you couldn't get cursed, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just in there. So when I got out, like right before Big T died, man, I went film some shit with him. Just talking to him, he was giving me the rundown on how Lil Flip and ESG fell out over that couple of songs, and how, you know, him and ESG fell out over that Wanna Be a Baller. Because that song was on Shining and Grinding. And Big T was telling me how ESG rapped it, but Big T came back like a year later and sung that song. If you ever listen to Shine and Grinding on what a
They can't even contest these facts, Chill.
Wow.
This is facts.
Wow.
We didn't know we was gonna get this.
So Lake Charles been in the mix.
We been in the mix under this dude.
Right.
Man, that's cold, man.
Him and Ed the bunny behind everything.
Right.
He passed and shit, but I ain't.
Without them two, is no X-Mob.
We had
Right.
a chance. Everybody had, like you said, they was linked up with Baby. That was they. If he could have stayed on the streets,
Right.
no telling where they would have went with that.
That's
But just to be in the presence of Baby.
And that's the thing I never understand. Like, you know, people, big groups, they have their issues and stuff like that. But you look here, especially like with the white groups, you know, they still touring. You know,
Still.
and even with the issues we've seen, like Wu-Tang, they still can come together to do things. Like I notice here, like you in my situation, you know, the things that I was doing around here with certain artists. Like, what is it with us where we get to that point to where we see that we got something, everybody say, well, you know what, I think I can just do this by myself.
Everybody want to be the man.
You know.
Same thing like Dame Dash say what Jay-Z did. You know, it was all our dream, but Jay-Z thought it was just his dream.
Right.
You know,
That's
you don't want to look at it that way. Just like Puffy with Bad Boy, you think it's you know, everybody thinking it's all our dream, but you trying to run with it on your own, and
That's where the problems start.
Right.
paperwork, man.
Right.
That's all that boiled down to, man.
Wow. So, but you know, we didn't got all serious and everything, man. Is there any stories that y'all can tell us? Because you were telling me something on Facebook. I played a record, a UGK record, and you started running down to me in the message about where you were, I guess, with Pimp when this was happening. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
Oh man, I'd have to go back and track back the conversation, man.
It was a lot of great time. I mean, you know, before everything went bad, man, we fun, we young, we on the road, we getting money, we like Ric Flair, we making love to women we don't know,
right?
Jumping out of limousines.
Ooh.
Hey man, it was a lot on our shoulders, man.
Right.
You traveling, you just loving life. You making memories, bro. We got a lot of memories. A lot of memories.
I had a dream, man, and I was like, Vicious gonna get out, and I'm gonna be, because I was the last person to interview him before he went in. So that's always gonna stick with me forever. You know, he thought that much of me to get me on the phone and say he wanted to talk to me.
Right.
And I was like, when he get out, I want to talk. So many things I wanted to ask him, and I heard a story about him being on the road with Cat Williams.
Right. Vicious lived with Cat.
And I was like, wait, what?
That's true. He lived with Cat for a minute. He was on the road with Cat. Cat loved his music, so Cat just took him in. And some kind of, I don't know what the actual fallout was behind.
Right.
Vicious used to tell him, like, man, I ain't gonna let this nigga play me. I ain't gonna let this nigga play. So Vicious wound up coming home. He stayed with him for a minute.
You said, told me Cat was in some town, and Cat was walking around with a cowboy
in
hat
Texas.
on.
They was in Texas, and Cat had a ranch up there. It was all.
Oh, so he was living up there, like,
he
wow.
Cat, he thought he was a cowboy at the time.
Wow.
Hey man, there's been so many different episodes. When you moving around like that, you're gonna bump into some good people, but you're gonna bump into some damn fools. You're gonna bump into some snakes. You gotta be smart enough to decipher all that, man. Or they gonna take you, bro.
And I think we forget that these stars and celebrities still are they everyday people at the end of the day.
Every day.
No different than you.
Man, we was blessed, man. We got Pimp C to co-sign us, man. You got one of the hottest rappers in the world at the time, bro.
Right.
Them dudes came out at 16, 17 years old, got a record deal off the muscle. Right. And them dudes came back for us. Man, you can't write that story. That shit real life, man.
Right.
It's real. I mean, I'm glad it happened to us. I thank him for it all the time. All the time. I always tell Pimp every day, man, thank you, bro. You actually made us somebody.
Right.
For real. You made us somebody where people gonna always wonder about, people gonna always tap in and check in with. Without Pimp, that shit wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened, man.
Right.
That's just being real. So, thank him and Bun B. Because them dudes didn't have to do what they did for us, man. Them dudes didn't have to bring us on shows. Them dudes didn't have to let us meet the people that they know and show us love. And they people start showing us love. They people start showing us love. It was a domino effect.
Right.
Right.
So that's a blessing in itself, man. That's why I say I'm cool with how it happened for us. Right. That's great, man.
Even though the documentary is on the way, it's coming.
Right.
What do you want the X-Mob legacy to be?
And I want our legacy to be some dudes who came up out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, the streets, where you 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna make it.
Right.
And them dudes made people around the world listen to them and show love. Yeah. So that's hard, Erik, man.
Yeah.
I look at the dudes who struggling now, bro. I be like, I wish I could help you. Man, you got to keep going. You got to get that somebody got to reach back to this city and give them a helping hand, bro.
Right.
That's just being real.
Right.
But our legacy is gonna be, man, them dudes came through here. We grew up here. We made people understand. Hey, man, Louisiana ain't just about New Orleans. They got them boys in Lake Charles, Louisiana, champion, man.
Right.
Check them out.
Right.
I mean, you go any other place in the world, you say Louisiana, first thing they gonna say is New Orleans.
Facts.
Right.
New Orleans. No, nigga, Lake Charles.
Lake Charles is first.
Lake Charles.
Yeah.
So that's, man, we used to be on the road, I swear to God. We on the highway. We got about 50 cars from Lake Charles. Man, they was with it. Nigga, Lake Charles coming. Our boys going, they got to show somewhere, we going. Don't care where they at. Man, you get in the club, man, you got 100 people from Lake Charles in there. We way out of state. They in there. Riding with they boys. So, Lake Charles, we going to always love y'all for that. I don't care what they say they don't support. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
You got to give them something that they can support.
Give them something that they going to get behind and say, nigga, this my nigga.
Right.
Well, you right, Lake Charles. And that's how it happened, man, for real. For real, for real. I mean, I dib and dab now with it, chill with my son.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Lil Kev.
Shout
You
out
know,
to Kev, man.
Right.
other than that, I don't be. When you look at the losses I took in the rap game with Pimp and Vicious, that took a lot of fight out of me, man.
Right.
But I dib and dab with my son because that's something he wanted to do.
Right.
So, yeah, but other than that, I'm just chilling, just being daddy. Me and my dog together every day, man.
And them horses. I be
And
seeing
my
you,
horses,
them
man.
horses.
my pastime.
Them horses, man.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. I mean, like I said, for a person like myself who didn't find out about y'all till I got here, it's good to hear these stories.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and-
seen all the candy cars rolling around
Yeah.
town back in the day. I was a little boy, but I seen them, you know.
The slab originator right there.
Yeah, see?
He the first one to ride a slab in the city of Lake Charles.
Right.
Wow.
Nicky Schultz. Can't nobody contest that. He brought it here. We was just some old country bumpkins. We don't know what that shit is.
Right.
That man pulled up on some swingers. Man, what is that? What is that? What's on that car?
Is that a chariot?
For real, man. I'm the type of dude, I love to give credit where the credit due. I don't.
Right.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We brought the rap game here and we created an avenue for everybody. It's cool, man. Y'all don't owe me nothing. That's something we chose to do, man.
And truthfully, it's till this day, it's still been a hard act to follow.
I don't know why it's like that, though.
Because I mean, you think about it. When you look at the
I
that
really
it's
be
like-
trying to figure that out, chill. Like,
right,
why y'all won't open up to nobody else?
right.
Yeah.
Y'all set the bar. That's the bar that everybody chases, is to be
But I always say,
bigger than X-Mob here. You know.
man, you can have 1 million rappers in Port Arthur, Texas. They gonna know 2 dudes.
Right.
Right.
And now I see it's the same way in Lake Charles.
Right.
You could, hey man, we know the X-Mob.
Right.
So you got to, I'm glad we said it high, so the dudes coming behind us, y'all really, really got to jam. You have to. Man, y'all following behind Bundy Vision and Slice, man, some originators.
Right.
Some dudes who tried something and it worked and we stamped it.
Right.
Follow that. Not saying you can't, just come with it.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
Just jam, man. That's all Pimp used to tell them. I'm not letting y'all come out of there with nothing funny. Ain't nothing coming out of there funny.
Sound
So
like
nigga,
that.
you better. Oh, he'll tell you somebody ain't gonna make it on this record. Shit,
Right.
nigga, I want to be on that record.
And shout out to Slice, man, because when I first got on
my
the radio,
dog, man.
Slice was one of the first, I'm gonna say OGs around here, man, who embraced me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so man, shout out to Slice, man.
Slice always stayed in tune with everybody and everything that's going on in the street. That's just Breezy, man. You catch Breezy everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
That always been him. He never changed, man.
He done gave me some dope verses in the club too.
He,
we just
man,
chilling.
he
I was
gonna
like,
do that. You
put that
catch
on,
him.
You need to
you
put that
catch
on
him
a track,
sometime.
dog.
Right.
Hey, man. But I be thinking like now, like I owe Vicious a closing. Right. Like you can't just leave it just incomplete. Being that he died, if Vicious still be alive, I wouldn't care nothing about no rapping. I fuck with him, my child. But
Right.
now that he gone, like it's up to me to close the door
Right.
Right.
and go out how I feel we should go out. Give them the type of music that they deserve. I can't just. That's my brother, man.
Right.
It'll never be another Vicious. I mean, when you with somebody every day, when you start something with somebody, you don't be expecting them to be gone.
Right.
Right.
For real. Just like Vicious' favorite basketball player, God bless his soul, Kobe.
Right.
You're not expecting Kobe to die.
No.
Right.
You wasn't expecting Vicious to die. I mean, we know he in prison, but Vicious gonna come home jamming. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And he didn't get the chance to come home. So, and what bothered me about that, this what really hurt me about his passing. They wouldn't let me go visit him. I couldn't go see him because when he was in the hospital, they like, if you're not immediate family, I'm like, man, what you mean? I'm not immediate family. Nigga, that's my brother. Nigga. You know what I mean?
Show my album cover like something like.
Hey, immediate family, mama, sister, brother. You're not listed in that, so I didn't get a chance to even just go see him or, hold his hand. I know what he's going through.
Right.
Right.
So I just had to. Well, his sister kept me updated, but it's a difference, man. I want to be there with my this is my brother.
Right.
Let me be there with him, and I couldn't, so that'd be bothering me. But
I think you can rest assured that he knew.
he knew thing. We had our one last conversation. And it was cool hearing his voice, but I could hear that once mighty strong ass voice it was weakening.
Yeah.
It was. I knew right then, my dog ain't gonna shake back. I could hear it in his voice. That voice getting lighter and lighter, and he trying his best. And I heard the pain through his voice. And a couple of days later, his sister called me like, man, he gone.
Oh man.
Well,
Bruh, we gonna get you. Hip Hop Evolution gonna be next to Lake Charles.
We gonna
get you first.
We gonna man, that's whatever with me, man.
I'm telling you, man. You
Like I
deserve.
said, I got a million episodes to tell, man.
Right. And that's the thing, man. I wanted to do this because it's one thing to sit just behind the mic and talk, but to actually see, what I'm saying, be able to see, facial expressions and that type of stuff, man. I think it was important to get that out. And then I want to do this in memory of VI too,
Right.
and just in memory of just the X-Mob.
I mean, I'm blessed to be able to say I had a career with him. He became my best friend, my brother. Not everybody get a chance to do that, man. It so much played in our favor, man. Like it was meant to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when the bad stuff started happening, I'm like, man, it ain't no way. Like we was destiny. We was on the road to destiny, man. Everything was happening.
Right.
You aligned with all the greats.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You aligned with all the greats.
Right.
How y'all not gonna make it? You know what I mean? So
Tell them where they can get that music at. We've
Yeah,
been talking
man.
about it, but tell them
Still
where they
gotta
can get that
stream it.
music.
hey
at.
man, go stream X-Mob, Vicious, Bundy G. Is available on all sites, man. You can't miss it now. Can't miss it.
I need an X-Mob post. Anybody got that
Man,
file
dude,
somewhere?
anybody.
Come
You
on,
know
man.
what's so crazy? Dude hit me up who did them covers, Black Cat. Man, Black Cat hit me up a couple months ago. He say, man, I had some stuff for you. Man, I'm on social media the other day and I see rest in peace Black Cat. Man, I say, no.
I saw that.
Wow.
No, man. This man just told me he was gonna send me some stuff, bro.
Right.
Hey man, make the best of it while you here, man.
Right.
You gotta act on everything now. Black Cat probably would have had them CDs for me, them posters. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know he got it. I never get it now. Shit,
Right.
crazy, man.
But man, as I exit out of the city, man, I want to thank you,
Gonna
you
miss
know,
you,
for
chill, man, for real.
for paving the way, man, and giving us something to set the bar for too. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us something to chase after. I guess you could say.
Right.
And X-Mob and me, dog, like all day long, man. I'm gonna rep Lake Charles no matter where I go.
Hey, that's me too, man. I don't care where I'm at, boy. I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Yeah.
X-Mob.
With pride.
With pride.
Yeah.
Cause I know what we did for this city. I know what this city did for us.
Right.
They showed us love, man. I can't ask for much more.
Right.
One more shout out, man. Shout out to the Dean. That's her nickname, the Dean, for hooking us up with Pimp C, man. Swear to God. Funniest story in the world, man. Right. This a girl, just so happened we all messing with her and didn't even know. A good thing she was gangster enough to tell her, hey man, I be fucking with that nigga Pimp.
Straight to the point.
What you mean? Yeah. Call him. Man, she called him. Put me on that phone with him. That man say, man, show up in Port Arthur tomorrow. Y'all niggas can rap, but y'all ain't got no beats, man. Come fuck with me. Went to Port Arthur the next day. History.
Dang.
So
Wow.
just like that. And once he heard us, he never let go of us. So it was a blessing. Look how it all just happened on some crazy. If that girl wouldn't have been crazy enough to jump up and say she knew him, it'd never happen.
Right. That's true. Wow.
Wow, man. Well, boy, man, I can say, bro, we can hang here all day.
Right. Hey, man, I'm glad y'all had me. Hey,
Yeah,
man,
man,
X-Mob, Bundy G, rest in peace, Vicious, rest in peace, Pimp. Slice Breezer, what's up? Hey, man, shout out Nigga Show for always keeping it real with it. Keeping it real with us, man, and just, hey, man, we going to keep moving. Like I say, it's going to be an X-Mob documentary, and at some point, I'm going to close out the X-Mob chapter.
All right.
And that's just, hey, man, we going to do it.
Chop,
Hey, bro.
we got to contribute to that, bro.
Chop.
I like Chop, too. I swear I like Chop music, bro.
We got to contribute to that.
Hey, man, even if it's one Chop, just send me one.
Come on, chop.
You might have to make me jump back in the studio and
Hey,
put
man,
something together too. So,
It's-
you know.
gotta be
It's
nice.
something that got to be done. I'm
Right.
not going to be able to rest until it's done. So,
Okay.
but right now, shout out to Ken. We finna work on this Southside baby too. Get that out the way.
Okay.
After that, once I get my son straight, then all right, I can focus on me now because I can't be selfish.
Right.
He's trying to get where his daddy been.
Right.
So,
It's
yeah.
gonna happen. You got the right person.
Right.
You know.
We work at it between school. But one thing, a good thing about him, I told, hey man, nothing come before college.
Right. Facts.
If we can just work in between your schedule, that's how it's gonna be. And that's just what it is. Get that degree first. Hey man, we could rap all night after that.
Right.
Right.
We still
Rap
good. We
party.
still good on time over there, Shay? We good? All right. Shout out to Shay,
Shout
man.
out to the camera
She
girl.
behind
She
the
did a
camera.
wonderful job.
She working it.
She
Yeah.
probably like, who the hell is this dude? Man, I'm like 20 years old. I've never heard of no X-Mob. But if hey man, ask your daddy who I am. Ask your uncle. So they gonna tell you.
They know. They know.
They know.
So
But it's good. I appreciate you chill and good luck on your new endeavors that's coming, man.
thank you,
Right.
brother.
Thanks for all the love you always showed us, bro. You and Erik T, man.
Man, thank you, bro.
We appreciate it.
We don't say it enough,
Hey,
bro.
man.
For real, man, love you too, bro. I
So,
appreciate
bro. Oh, big time. I
appreciate
told you that a
this.
while back. I love you, big dog. Yeah.
What
I
you
hope-
headed to, man? What you doing?
I hope to see you.
Well, I mean, this
TBA.
this no, I mean this by the time this come out, I'll be in gone, so I'm gonna be in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part?
Hey, you got people right there in L.A.
East, west?
I'm gonna just say I'm gonna be 30 minutes from downtown. So
It's a road trip.
yeah, man, always, man. I be telling
You
folks,
still messing with the music out there?
yeah. My boy Chop out there too, so I'm going back and link up with him. So amongst other things.
Let's go.
So
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Like I say, good luck. Wish you the best, man.
Yeah,
appreciate you, bro.
I hope you just go take over L.A.
Hey, man.
It won't be the last
Gotta-
time Lake
gotta-
Charles here.
It's
no.
not,
Right.
man. I got to put on for the city, man, and I got some things, and that's how I tell the folks, man. The love ain't gonna stop, because I still want to know what's going on music wise here, man. Because that's one of my goals, to be able to reach back at some point and grab some folks, man.
And what I was gonna say, that's what a lot of folks don't realize. Like when people move around, it gives them the opportunity to take stuff with them.
Right, network.
Look, Kev can be up there in California.
You know,
because,
networking.
what I'm saying? So
I told Erik, I
it's all plus.
told Erik and Demo, man, a while back. I said, you know, somebody got to dip, and I felt like I'm the person that needs to leave to hopefully speed some things up around here at some point.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
so you know, there it is.
You most definitely going to the land of opportunity.
Yeah, bro.
So
And they love people from the South.
Anything is really possible around there, man.
I mean, what Trick Daddy say? I got my pots. Yeah, I got my pots with me, so it's going down. You gonna smell the gumbo cooking and sauce. Yeah, watch out now. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all.
Nothing like giving yourself a chance. You giving yourself a chance.
Right.
I mean, don't I ain't gonna lie, it's tough, you know, because this what I know. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's home,
right.
but you know, I be on the flight all the time, so I ain't nothing to come home and see what's popping.
Right. I mean, this late y'all, it don't really change, baby.
Right. I love y'all, late y'alls. Know that.
Right.
But nah, man. Chill Factory. You know, off the record. Erik T. I got Bundy G in here, man, and we gonna do this again, man. Just going forward, man. Like I said, me and Erik gonna kind of be split up for a little bit, but we got to link up again. There's times when me and him are going to be linking up in the future, and we gonna do this. So
make it happen.
yeah, so it's gonna happen, man. It might look, you know, you might have one going on with some palm trees in the background. You know what I'm saying? With me and you just chopping it up.
We there, bro. We there.
So, but nah, man. I thank y'all for tuning in, man. And Bundy, man. Again, thanks for coming through, bro.
No
Nikki,
problem,
man. Thank you too.
Yeah, bro.
Right. You know, bring that knowledge with
Put
me.
somebody else on. You got the business, so you can do it now. Get that management LLC going.
P did it. That's all. That's all P did it.
Love. Consult something. All right, man. We out, y'all. Love y'all.